Alright, welcome back to part 2. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make your drawing into a Liechtenstein style self-portrait using colored dots. So what I have here is some acrylic paint. I've got the 3 primary colors, yellow, blue, red, and we're going to be using mostly these 2 colors to add color to this. Now, since we're only using the 3 primary colors and we're going to be applying them with dots, the effect is not going to be a very realistic looking color. It's going to be a comic book style color, and that is sort of the point of this because we're painting in the style of Liechtenstein. He was using the colors of comic books and the techniques of comic books to make his paintings, so we want to try to do the same thing. So what we need to think about here is not realistic color, but darks and lights. So in my photo, my shirt and my hat and my beard were quite dark. By the way, we might have some large areas of white, so I might even just leave the entire background here white. And my face color was probably pretty dark. My sunglasses were pretty dark. And the in-between areas, I might use the red for that because it's in between colors. So like maybe where there's shadows and things, I might add some color. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the blue, and I'm going to be using Q-tips here. The Q-tips are really pretty good at making dots, so I might start just dotting. Now, we want to leave a little space between our dots because we want to have that effect of, as we get farther away, the space between kind of creates that mixing color in our eye. So the white and the blue might from far away look sort of baby blue. Notice I'm not putting a lot of color on my Q-tip, I'm just putting just a little bit. And we're just adding dots. It's pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. You may notice that I don't have a cup of water here as I'm painting, because well, I'm using Q-tips, and the Q-tips are disposable, so we don't really need to rinse and wipe them. In fact, if you rinse and wipe these Q-tips, they are meant to be disposable. They'll pretty much just fall apart. Now, when you're using these Q-tips, you also need to, kind of take your time and go slow. In order for them to make a really nice dot, you want to kind of press. Try to think of the Q-tip as a stamp. And you may notice that the cotton kind of wants to fall off, but if you kind of press it down, you get this nice, neat dot. You will have quite a few Q-tips. We have plenty of Q-tips available, so if your Q-tip gets a little bit goofed up and you need a new one, we'll have those available for you. You notice though, I'm able to pretty much carry on with just this one Q-tip here. As long as you're taking your time and taking care, it should be good. Now what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to speed the process up a little bit so you can see how it goes. There's really not much anything else to this other than adding dots. So let's speed it up. Alright, well there you have it. You may have noticed in the time lapse that I added the use of the Sharpie marker. I realized that the pencil lead probably was not going to be dark enough in contrast to the bright acrylic colors, so I decided to go through and add some black and make my border black to really make the colors pop out even more in contrast against that black. Now, so you guys can do this, and it would be better if you do it before you start to add paint, because one thing that I had to do was kind of go through here and draw around the dots that were wet. Even though these dots, they're very thin, they dry rather quickly. Some of them you don't dry as quickly as others. So you're going to want to go through and do your blacks first before you start adding color. But other than that, there it is, finished product. Good luck.